just went on a 5-mile run. I really gotta get into better shape. Shit. God damn it, Pridane. Even in real life, screwing me up.
Listen up, girl. एक मैं और एक तू है और हवा में जादू है आरज़ू बेकाबू है समझो सारे बात बाकी वक्त का क्या भरोसा बन के पानी बह जाए कल अगर ना मिल पाए रह न जाए बात बाकी.
Good morning! Actually, this is going to be on the internet, right? Whatever time you're watching this, hope you're having a good time. My name is Sham. You all know me as Rebel Logic, at Fail Red Paladin in the Guild. I'm an officer in All That Remains, and I started doing Rebels Logic posts. I know, the name, it's amazing. I know. Hold your applause. Anyway, started doing Rebels Logic posts. I did 9 of them. It's just a series of things that I'm seeing as an officer as to what's going on in the guild, what I'm viewing is, in the day-to-day happenings of the guild, etc., etc. So I thought I'd make a video version of it for once, just because people don't like reading shit, they like seeing stuff. And even though I'm not the most photogenic guy in the world, I thought it would be fun anyway. Fuck it. Fuck you people if you think I don't look good. Anyway, this is the first one ever, so I hope you enjoy it. First off, I'd like to apologize for the quality of this little, video here. It's filmed completely on an iPhone, bought an iPhone relatively recently, and I thought I'd use it to make these posts. I don't have a camera right now. I'll eventually borrow one from my friend each time I do these. But I figured this is good enough quality for now. So a little background about me. Again, my name is Sham. I am Indian, and I live in Brookline, Massachusetts. Yakub lives that direction, about like maybe 5 minutes driving or something. He'd be here, but he's probably like killing someone or plotting to kill someone or knitting a sweater. I don't know, he does stuff. So let's see. Guild status right now. We're in the process of just recruiting almost anyone. That's kind of the way that the officers are feeling about recruiting. Now, the mentality behind this is Cataclysm is only going to come out in roughly a month. Less than a month almost. And when that comes out, it's going to be the ultimate equalizer as to who's good and who's bad. Who we're going to take into raids, and who we're not going to take into raids. Now at that point, when it comes out, people are going to start leveling like crazy. They're going to level till 85. Whoever levels fastest to 85 is kind of the first litmus test. It's kind of who's putting the most effort in. Now, it's not completely based upon that. It's just a initial inclination to us as to how much effort you're willing to put in. It's not 100% based on it, but yeah, it's still there. When you get to 85, you're probably going to be dungeon grinding like crazy. When you dungeon grind, eventually you're going to get all your gear and that level gear. Actually, speaking of which, before you even think about getting to Cataclysm, I want everybody to try to get 4,000 Justice points. When Cataclysm comes out, the cap on Justice points is going to be at 4,000. If you get more than that now, then when Cataclysm comes out, any above 4,000 will turn into gold. So when you get 4,000, that's the most you can get at the time. You can buy whatever gear is being sold at that level, and you're on your way to begin the grind before we start raiding. Speaking of raiding, when raids are going to be available to us, and by that I mean when we are ready for them, the gear level at that point will and the people that we have on average throughout the entire guild will determine whether we're going to do 10 mans or 25 mans. I'm thinking that in the beginning we're probably going to do like 3 10 mans going first, doing the new content, kind of getting used to it, and then eventually, if we get good enough, with as many people ready to raid as possible, then we're going to switch into 25-man, try to combine the groups like we did before when we were doing 2 ICC 25-man groups, and then eventually combined to get a really good group going to go and kill Lich King. Now, I don't know if this is going to actually happen. We might just stick to 10s, we might just go straight into 25s, I'm not positive, but that's just kind of the theory behind it. It all depends on how fast people level, how fast people get gear, how fast people start learning their classes, etc. Now, I want to go back to that whole concept of inviting everybody possible. If we invite a lot of people now, yeah, it's going to be just doing pug runs and alt runs of ICC, just to get gear, just to learn how people are, and how they interact with us, and how they interact in a raiding environment. But when Cataclysm comes out, we'll be able to weed out how many people are actually willing to play in a kind of raid progression mentality, and how many people are just going to be casuals. The lower end of the casual people, be warned, we're probably going to either kick you or demote you. We don't really want a lot of people in the guild. That's probably why in Cataclysm they created that guild, max amount of people that you can have. So we're not going to reach that or anything, but still, we want to have the kind of mentality throughout the entire guild that we want to be progressive. We formed kind of in the middle of Wrath, and we got to a certain stage. I think the highest we ever got was rank 25 on WoW Progress. Now, I really want to beat that. I really, really want to beat that. And I know we can with the people that we have and the mentality of good raiders. Now, when Cataclysm comes out, we start gearing up, all this is happening. Eventually, the slower end people are gonna kind of die off, or not get interested, or not level as fast, etc., etc. We're going to be relatively tolerant up to the point where we actually have to make any specific decisions. So since it's a month before Cataclysm even comes out, before we even start leveling, etc., etc., you have a lot of time to prepare your schedule, etc., etc. Now, we're not going to be extremely demanding on your time. Just, work as hard as you can. That's all I can really say. So let's switch gears a little bit here. Let's not talk about what's going on after Cataclysm comes out. Let's talk about what we're doing now. We're trying to get this one achievement that involves getting all the legendaries that we can possibly get now, not including Atish, because you can't get that now. Therefore, it's not part of any sort of future achievement. Those legendaries include the Bow from Sunwell, Shadowmourne, Hand of Rag, the Sword from MC, which name escapes me right now, the Old War Mace, and the Warglaves from BT. Now, we're running Sunwell and BT throughout the week. Look for the invite. Yakub's going to lead the raids. And we need as many as possible. If we have at least a decent group, 20 people or so, Sunwell and BT take no time at all. It takes maybe half an hour each. 40 minutes if we have a full raid for both of them. It's really not a big deal. Tuesday through Thursday used to be our normal ICC 25-man days. Now we're going to do Old War so we can try to get the Mace for Unholy Faith. One Unholy Faith gets, I think, he has 6, so he needs 30 more. When he gets all of them, then he'll have the Old War Mace, and then, we have to kill Yogg at least with 2 lights or something like that, and then we'll eventually get it. So come on those days, you can get your achievements, you can get your Drakes from Old War, Hand of Rag and the Sword from MC, we already have taken care of, we already have Shadowmourne, so we're only working on these 3 raids, it's not a big deal. Please come, it's good for the guild. You might be asking yourself, why are we running this to get all this stuff? There's an achievement when Cataclysm comes out. I think it's called We Are Legendary or something to that effect. That achievement, if the guild has it, if we have members in the guild who have exalted status, I think with the guild at the time, which we will eventually earn, will get us that achievement as a guild achievement, and everyone in the guild will be able to get a Dark Phoenix mount. So, since we don't have that much to do between now and Cataclysm in terms of raiding, we want to do this old content, make new people who are joining, have something to do with us so we can kind of test their skill and motivation, etc., etc. How much effort they want to put into the guild, it's just like kind of a small inclination, so that we can get this ultimate achievement and it'll be awesome. Yaku, what's up? We'll get food after. What am I doing right now? I'm filming the Rebels Logic post. Alright, fine. We'll get Pinos. Alright, later. So, yeah. First ever Rebels Logic video post. Filmed on an iPhone. Absolutely no acting ability whatsoever. I'm terrible at it. Anyway, between now and Cataclysm, work as hard as you can. Find some good people to bring into the guild who you think will benefit us in the long run. Farm gold. Get justice points. Run heroics. On Fridays, Sudurento, or Cheeseman as Numa calls him, otherwise known as Tease, does a 10-man ICC if you still want to do that. You can pug ICC 25 whenever you want. Come to old raids. Actually, don't pug ICC 25 when you should be coming to old raids. Hang out in guild chat. Just play whenever you want. You can even take a break from the game if you want between now and when Cataclysm comes out, December 7th. Yeah. So, first ever post. I just wanted to, do one, get it out there. Hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. Hell yeah.